This year we're absolutely delighted to collaborate with ICAD on the Upstarts programme 2024 here in Core Creative. For us, the Upstarts programme is all about nurturing new talent coming into the industry. It's also about breaking down barriers, but more importantly, it's about celebrating new talent. It's about diversifying the talent pool and celebrating exceptional creative ideas. And really for us, it's all about investing in the future of our industry.
I think that Upstarts is vital for the creative industry. It's very, very important, to bring up and nurture young talent, because that talent is eventually going to come up and replace it. They're the creative leaders of the future.
I think the Upstarts programme has helped me as a creative because you're just learning all the time. You get loads of different perspectives from the different studios you visit, to the advice from your mentor and all the other Upstarts that you're on the programme with. You really learn a lot from loads of different people. Creativity to me is just like looking at stuff from different perspectives and in different ways, and trying to take a new and fun look at something and make something interesting out of what's there.
What I learned the most about being a mentor was the creative minds out there are absolutely rife with ideas and it was really inspiring. It was really inspiring to hear from the younger generation, and to kind of even have like such excitement and hope for the future and all the ideas that are going to be shared in now until 10 years time. It was really amazing. It was really special to hear from different minds and kind of really feel like they were the change that's going to happen tomorrow and now.
I think what was most beneficial to me overall was getting face time with the agencies. Personally, before the Upstarts, I had been trying to meet with creative directors, ECDs, head of design, anyone who might meet me, and I could take my portfolio too after finishing my course last year. This time I've got in the door of the agency, not only to present my work, and for them to sit and listen and take the time to actually give me feedback.
The Upstarts programme is vitally important to the creative industry. As a creative myself, I can testify to the fact that there isn't a creative who's ever had a job who didn't get there because someone from the industry took the time out to help them get to that job. Once you're in that position to hand out a job, you realise it's a sacred duty to kind of bring up the next generation. The ultimate goal being is to employ someone good enough to replace yourself.
The greatest thing is being told what else, like push yourself a little bit more. I think when I first started this, I'd come up with one idea, but it was always what else. So that sort of push from the mentor, who's just been brilliant from start to finish.
I think the main advantage Upstarts have when they're going in looking for jobs is they have wider industry experience. They've been through 6 weeks of briefs across a number of agencies, so they've got a community and contacts in each of the agencies. They've also been working with their mentors who can help them professionally and personally to thrive as young creatives.
If I didn't have a mentor during Upstarts, I wouldn't have been able to push myself, my skills and my ability as much as I did. So having a mentor was so useful in the sense that he was able to guide me, he was able to push me, he was able to listen to me whine sometimes as well, and just really understand where I was coming from and help me shape my idea to the best of its potential.
So I would say advertising in general is an industry that is constantly in need of new perspectives and new ideas. So I think this group, growing up in a digital age from very early on, are probably very good to kind of take that next step and bring in that new kind of breath of fresh air and make sure to kind of tell some new stories from their perspective.
I hope they take away the sense of knowledge, but I think vitally the sense of community that they have together. That you've got a group of creatives that you're going to grow up with as you progress through your career. And the value of community can never be underestimated in terms of reaching out for people for help or advice, or just people going through the same thing at the same time. But it really is. I talked to Upstarts who've done it in previous years, and they're still in contact with their mentors. They're still in contact with the other people they did the course with. It really is, it creates lifelong bonds, which are all important.